Okay, hello everyone. If you are watching this, you probably might be finding the holiday season a little bit stressful. And it is, it's just a really busy time of year. It's a really busy season. There's extra chaos, there's extra stress, there's extra pressure and extra demands. And it can really kind of leave us feeling burnt out. So today I wanted to come on here and remind you that we are all human, and also give you my best tips for a stress-free holiday season because you deserve to enjoy these holidays as much as anyone else. I think it's really, really important that we allow ourselves to feel that joy, as much as we're also giving that joy to others. So, like I said, it kind of is that season of treats and sweets and stress and overwhelm and routines being out of whack and extra demands and extra pressures, not only that society might put on us, but that we also put on ourselves. And all of that builds up and it actually results in like hormonal chaos in our bodies. Our hormones are so sensitive to stress. So, any kind of stress, internal stress, external stress, is really going to play on our hormone balance within our body and really our health in general, especially as women. But what often happens this time of year is there's kind of two different categories. So, category one is we are the perfectionists and we have to do everything perfectly. So, we're all or nothing and we're restrictive and we are pushing ourselves way too hard and we push until we get knocked down. Okay. And then we have the opposite of that, where we have then the some of us who are like, you know what, screw it. Um, it's a season, it's the holidays. I'm just going to stop and I'll start again in January. There's kind of those two different scenarios that often happen. And I see this all the time with many of my clients. And I am here today reminding you it does not have to be one or the other. It is very possible and doable for you to take care of your body, to support your body, to nourish your body, to support your health and to feel good while at the same time enjoying your holidays and feeling good and loving your holidays to the fullest and living life to the fullest in those moments. Um I like to call this proactive health versus reactive health. So instead of just throwing in the towel, like I said, and reacting later, reacting in January with the fad diet and the yo-yo diet that's only going to harm our metabolism and our hormones more, then we actually are going to take a proactive health approach to supporting our bodies during the holidays. Because let's be honest, when it gets to January, it's not that it's a lack of willpower or it's not that it's like a lack of motivation on your part why these diets never work. It's that your hormones are fried, your metabolism is fried, and you are under crazy amounts of stress from pushing through all December long from a lack of nutrients. And then all of a sudden, you want to push your body into this insane restrictive diet and in these insane workouts. Like it's not going to work, ladies. Instead, let's take that proactive approach. Let's do the things we can during this holiday season to keep our body balanced, to stay nourished, to feel good, so we can enjoy the holidays, live life to the fullest, but feel good while doing so. So instead of, like I said, reacting, let's take that proactive approach so we can safeguard our body, our metabolism, our adrenals, our hormones from the holiday stress, to feel good throughout the holidays, but also to thrive after the holidays. And that's so important. So, how do we do this? Well, number one, like I'm always saying, a balanced body results in balanced hormones. So, this means that if we want our hormones to to thrive and to be balanced throughout and after the holidays, if we want to feel good in our body as women, we really do have to create that balanced body first. And so that's simple things like focusing on digestion and our blood sugar and our adrenal health and our minds, right? So when we get to our bodies, here's where we have to remember that health is meant to be sustainable. And how do we get sustainable health? We use intention. We put intentional habits into our day, micro moments into our day. When I went through the most stressful periods in my life and through the burnout that I've gone through, and that I'm prone to burnout. So I go through burnout, or I almost hit the phases of burnout often, not often, but frequently, because that's what I'm prone to. But I can recognize that in my body. But when I was going through the depth of my burnout, when I was in though that phase of my life, I didn't check all the things off the list and hit all the workouts and do all the things. I did what was best for me. And that might have been the minimal effective dose. It might have been allowing myself to rest. But true health is honoring what your body needs in each moment. And what your body needs right now might be different than what my body needs or the person beside you. And that is how we make health sustainable, is by discovering what it is that our bodies actually need and then taking action on that without guilt. So, how can we do that? Well, number one, what micro moments can we add in to support our metabolism and support digestion throughout the holidays? We want to keep blood sugar balance. That's going to be huge in supporting not only your hormones, but your mental health throughout the holidays too. And we do that through things like eating breakfast, right? Get up in the morning and have a nourishing breakfast before you have coffee. That can be something so simple to add in. Ideally, focusing on a protein and fat focused breakfast, protein, fat, and fiber to get in that balance. Eating at regular times, eating whole foods, moving our bodies, prioritizing sleep, right? Focusing on having protein at all your meals. These are simple little things that do not take extra time, do not take extra effort, but are going to result in your body being less stressed on that internal level. Um, Especially when you're getting ready for your holiday meals, right? We often, or sometimes commonly, we want to just like skip all the meals all day and restrict because we have to save up for that big meal in the evening. That is not the case. Let's go into that big meal nourished and balanced, so our body is not already stressed and on a blood sugar roller coaster. The more balanced we are going into that meal, the better our body's going to be able to handle the extra sweets and treats and stuff that we're having at that meal. Number two, we have to be able to focus on digestion and support digestive health a little bit during these times, especially during those heavier meals, to really be able to help our body reduce that internal stress response. How do we do that? Lemon water, apple cider vinegar shot before your meals is going to help to get your body producing some digestive enzymes and stomach acid to digest that big meal you're about to take in, especially in the season of extra treats and sweets and stuff. It's important to really be supporting digestion. Lemon water, apple cider vinegar, bitters, using your enzymes if you have them. These things are all so simple and so easy to put in and to add in. It's also important to make sure that we are, as often as we can, focusing on whole foods to reduce that inflammation. Of course, give yourself some grace, enjoy the stuff too, but can we also add in some whole foods to help to balance that out? And avoiding your major triggers, the things that really, really do trigger you. If you want to enjoy it to the fullest for sure. But be mindful of how much, how often, and how it makes you feel. And then making sure to add in some fiber once in a while. If you can get in fiber at some of your meals in the day, that's going to significantly help digestion and that internal stress response. So, focusing on blood sugar and digestion are really important ways that we can just really easily support the internal stress in our body and therefore be more resilient to the external stress that's going to come on in this season. Now, we also can support ourselves on an adrenal level. So, on that health stress level, basically. So how do we do that? And this is where the work has to come in. This is where we want to support cortisol and we want to support adrenal health. And we really want to manage that external stress that we might be feeling. So this means moving your body in loving ways, not pushing for a workout in the middle of your Christmas season. No, we don't need to do that. But can we go for a walk? Can we get outside? Can we spend time in nature? Can we get morning sunlight into our eyes, right? Um, if we're spinning out of control with stress, our adrenals are greatly affected. And if we're spinning out of control with stress, our hormones are also going to be spinning out of control. Stress has a major, major impact on women's health. So, loving movement, taking time for yourself, allowing yourself to rest. If what you need in this moment is more rest, then honoring that is true health. Honoring that is sustainable health, right? Allowing rest, taking time for yourself. It's okay to step away from the chaos for a couple minutes and take some time to yourself. It's okay to lay in bed for 5 extra minutes to take some deep breaths. Morning sunlight, getting off your phone, all these things make a huge, huge difference on your cortisol levels, on your adrenal health. That's going to help you manage any extra external stress and demands. Now, after we've supported our bodies internally, we also need to support our minds. Our bodies and minds work so connected. They're so connected and work together. So how can we support a healthy mind during our holiday season? Well, we need to, number one, not make it about restriction, right? It's about knowing when to enjoy those treats and those sweets and when to enjoy the things that make us comforting feel really good, and when to take a step back, when to pull it back and add in some more whole foods. And that mindset of adding in whole foods along with all the things you want to enjoy is going to replace the mindset of restriction. Abundance, not restriction, because that restriction, that stress in your mind of having to do the diet perfectly is just as much stress as just eating the thing, right? So, number one for our minds, let's focus on abundance, not restriction. Number two is making choices with awareness. How do you want to feel? How do you want to feel today and tomorrow and in a month from now? If what your body needs is doing less, then honor that. Honor that with everything you can, because December is not the month to push through things and hit burnout. December is the month to listen to your body. Check in with yourself daily. When we take a simple 5 minutes or 30 seconds or 3 minutes to pause and to check in, are my shoulders in my ears? Is my jaw clenched, right? Like, am I super tense? Taking a breath and releasing that simple check-in can go so far. So can you pause, breathe, and check in with yourself once a day? Maybe it's before you eat lunch. Maybe it's before you transition from work to home. But doing that check-in is going to be beneficial to helping you manage the busyness. And then other things, something as simple as pausing and breathing between the tasks that you have in your day, between going from work to the activities, to the Christmas concert, to home, to supper, to whatever it is. Can you stop and take 5 deep breaths? Again, it takes 30 seconds, but that intentional health is going to help to build that balanced body. It's going to help to lower cortisol. It's going to help to reduce stress internally so you can therefore manage the craziness and busyness in your life. Gratitude. Can you find one thing every day to be grateful for? Gratitude is very powerful, especially when our minds are kind of like frantic and chaotic. Coming back to gratitude. And then remembering to really truly enjoy the process, right? The holidays aren't always as joyful and rainbow and unicorns as they're made out to be. They're often stressful. They're often, grief is brought up more than any other time of the year. And There's extra schedules, there's extra pressure, there's extra demands. So can you try to enjoy what brings you joy in this moment? Living this life for you, living this life on purpose for you and your body means adding in intentional habits to support your body. It also means adding in intentional habits to find joy and do the things that light you up, because that is what life is about. Even during these busy seasons, how can you bring joy to the moment that you are in? That is incredibly important. It doesn't have to be a laundry list of things that you do every day to take care of yourself. It is one simple thing. How can you shift out of that go, 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 and out of that crazy, chaotic, stressful feeling and into that nurturing and protecting and nourishing your body throughout the season that may feel extra stressful? One simple thing that you can do daily is all it takes, right? It's not about going big or going home. It's not about being perfect. It's not about doing all the things on your list. It's about intentionally adding in one thing. Maybe today it's getting outside and going for a walk. Maybe tomorrow it's eating breakfast. Maybe the next day it's pausing and breathing between those tasks in your day. How can you support your body and your mind during this time? And how can you choose to intentionally light up your soul? Those are the things that are going to help you sustainably get through these more stressful seasons. Because, like I said, it's not about pushing as hard as you can and going, 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 and then getting knocked down and then having to rebuild and pick yourself up again in January, thinking that we have to jump on the fad diet and all the things. It's not about that. It's about intentionally adding things in to honor your health. That is what true health is all about. The most important question that you can ask yourself throughout this season is, am I enjoying the process? And if you're not, then what can you do to shift something small in your day so you can enjoy that process? It's not about starting again in January. Health is about making it sustainable long term through all seasons of life. And how do we do that? We tune into what we need most. What does your body actually need? What does your soul actually need right now? When we can tune into that, we can start to intentionally put in habits for real health. Making health sustainable long term, making that plan of sustainability is incredibly important. And it is what I intentionally help women to do, because I think that we all deserve to feel good through all seasons of life. It's not always going to be perfect. We're not always going to have the perfect health. But if we can understand our bodies, if we can tune into what we need each day and take action on that, that is more powerful than any program, any diet that you will ever follow. Now, because health is created in a sustainable way like this, and it's about these simple, intentional micro moments that we add into our days, little things we can do to support digestion and blood sugar and adrenal health and our minds, and little things we can do to lower that cortisol throughout the day. That is why I do what I do. It's why I created my new program, the Nourished Women's Protocol, over a 3-month period and not 21 days. Because I cannot guide you into understanding your body in 21 days, but I can guide you into these micro moments in 3 months. Your health is not a quick fix, and it should not be something that you push to the back burner during busy seasons of your life. Now more than ever, during these stressful times, is when your body needs you to give it what it can so it can be resilient in all the stuff going on externally and managing that busyness. So, how do we reduce that stress this season? We nourish on an internal level. and we support on an external level. We allow ourselves rest and we do one simple thing every day instead of trying to push through the laundry list that's pushing ourselves and burning us to the ground. That is my message for you this week is during this chaotic, busy season in life that is so amazing. It's to remember that you are human, that you do not need to do it all, that you also deserve to take care of yourself, and that you deserve to enjoy this season just as much as anyone else in your life. So let yourself enjoy it to the absolute fullest and take care of what you can to support your body in doing that. Use little micro moments, support your digestion, do one thing every day, and make sure you're asking yourself if you are truly enjoying the moment. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, definitely make sure to share it, to like it, to leave me a comment. This video today was a little bit more personal. I didn't really have a plan as to what I was going to say. So I just really wanted to share with you from my heart how we can make it through these busy, stressful seasons in life, knowing that we are all human and that none of us need to be perfect, but supporting your body through it, building sustainable health is one of the best ways to get through any season in life. So go nurture yourself, go love up on your body, and happy holidays.